Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the Imperial Light Cruiser, otherwise known as the Arquitens, from Armada's Wave 5, and it's the one ship I've been most looking forward to in a very, very, very long time. I have taken the liberty of cutting it open so you don't have to watch me with an X-Acto knife cut my fingers apart. So we're gonna unbox this thing and show it off to you, show you what comes with it, and take a look at how beautiful it is. It's very small, so the detail isn't gonna be that much, but it's actually pretty. Oh, I'm dropping it. I'm gonna break all my stuff on camera for you guys if I'm not careful. All right, so here is the Arquitens. It's actually very, very pretty. For its size, I'm kind of impressed. We got 3 engines in the back there, and this is commonly seen in Star Wars Rebels. They are using it a lot in that show. It's also been seen in the comic books. It's also basically is inspired by a lot of the ship designs we've seen in the Clone Wars. Kind of a Clone Wars era ship, but it's still in service during the Galactic Civil War, and I love it. I love it. And they're starting to run out of ships that the Empires can use, though. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna see next. I mean, I expect the Quasar will be next, but beyond that, they're kind of running out of stuff. So let's look at the cardboard first. Yeah. Cardboard first. All right. So we got 4 defense tokens. We got number 18, and we've got our shield dials, our objective cards, all of that good stuff. We got our movement, our regular tokens. Now here's the one thing that's going to be different. So here is our cardboard insert, and if you notice, this ship has kind of a unique arc. It's got kind of wide firing arcs, but it still has a big butt. It's a very narrow frontal arc. So this is a side arc ship. Look at that. You got red dice on the sides, man. Red dice on the sides. I'm so happy about that. And then the cheap version is going to have the black on the front and back, and then the more expensive will have blue on the front and back. There you go. So I'm really loving the side arcs on these, and specifically, what's really, really good about these with those side arcs is that you have both an evade option, and you've got turbo lasers, so you can put turbo laser reroute circuits on here, which come in the MC30 pack. So check out my MC30 unboxing if you haven't. All right, so here is the cheaper version, the Arquitens class Light Cruiser. We're at 2 command, 1 squadron, 3 engineering, 1 black die for anti-squadron, and 5 hull. So 5 hulls is respectable, right? We got 4 defense tokens, but no brace. So no brace could be a problem. Now, how are we looking for shields? We've got 2 all around. All right, so shields were okay. We have 2 redirects, so hopefully we can survive a big hit. We don't have to get up close though, because we got red dice all around, especially 3 from the side. So we can kind of fly around. You know, we can keep our distance and just kind of fly around the bad guys, or the good guys, or however your point of view. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. And our speed, we can go up to speed 3, and while we do have 2s on the end of each of them, for speed 2 and 3, we can't do any clicks for the first and then the first and the second, respectively. So that's a very awkward kind of movement, isn't it? And it'll probably work in with the with Moff Jerjerrod, who comes with this, and we'll look at him in a little bit. All right, we've only got 3 upgrades here, and then the other one has the extra, so you put like nav team or something like that on there. But that's one of the differences in upgrades between the 2. I'm just going to show you that now. But the big thing is we can put defensive on there, which might help with because you can't brace. I don't think I would really do that too much though. I'm really going to be focused on the turbo laser upgrade for these guys. All right, well, let's look at the more expensive version. Now we do get an extra squadron on him. We also get the blue anti-squadron. We get the extra upgrade, and then we get blue dice in the front and back, which is not bad for only 5 extra points. Not bad at all, considering all the extra we get. The blue on the front is probably not going to be used very much, though, because it does have such a narrow front arc, and I'm sure that factors into it. But the blue anti-squadron is much better, and the extra upgrade is nice, definitely. So those are our 2 command cards. I'm glad that they're cheap, that they're both under 60 points, because I'm going to want to field a lot of them. This is a ship I will probably want to get at least 3 of. I think most people will probably be in a similar boat. All right, let's start off, and here's why this expansion is so amazing, right? Moff Jerjerrod. I've been so excited for this guy. First off, I want to point to his cost. He's only 23, okay? the Empire's been without a really good cheap commander. I mean, we've had Mahdi, but all the other really good commanders have been very expensive. So it's been hard to, you know, especially when the Rebels have Dodonna, who is amazing in every possible build, and he's only, you know, 20 points. So Jerjerrod, during a friendly ship's determined course step, it may suffer 1 damage to change the first yaw value of its current speed to 2 until the end of its activation. That's amazing. And that's until the end of its activation. So even if you do like a nav team afterwards, right? It's still 2. This is so good though, because victories. One of the biggest problems of the Victory Star Destroyer is it doesn't have that good first yaw. This makes victories like incredible now. Not only that, it helps Imperial Star Destroyers. Not only that, it helps the Arquitens itself at speeds 2 and 3. It takes them from it gives them like 2 extra yaw, right? Not only that, it also helps the Interdictor. This helps almost every single ship. I think the Gladiator is the only one that really doesn't get the Gladiator and the Raider maybe don't get a huge benefit from this guy, but he's amazing in so many builds, and he's really going to help bring back the Victory, which is so good. So this is like a fix. And in addition to having a great ship, it's also like a fix expansion. Here's another fix, right? Minister Tua, she was from Rebels. You gain 1 additional defensive retrofit icon in your upgrade bar. You cannot equip this card to a medium or large ship that has a defensive retrofit item in its upgrade bar. So at first you're thinking, okay, or a small ship, I can get a second shield generator, right? And so that could, you know, you can make even maybe a more tanky Arquitens. Well, yeah, but the real benefit of this is that you can put one of these on a ship that doesn't have one, like a Victory or an ISD-1. All right. So now if you want to put electronic countermeasures or something on a Victory, you can actually make a Victory be able to brace when they roll an accuracy. It's just another big Victory fix, as well as also working for some other ships as well. Okay, Damage Control Officer. This is awesome too. This is really cool. And this could go for anybody. This isn't restricted to Empire. When you resolve the Contain defense effect, you can prevent the attacker from resolving any critical effects. This is really great, and it's not overpowered or anything. It's a little 5 is kind of expensive, but there's in certain metas a lot of people are using special like proton torpedoes or other special critical effects, and this makes, you know, Contain just way more powerful. So this will work really, really good for certain ships, especially Interdictors. I think this is like almost an auto include for an Interdictor. All right, Engineering Team, we've seen that already. Reinforced Blast Doors, very cool card, and I really like this, especially on maybe the Arquitens, right? But it'd be insane on so many ships. I don't know, this is just a great card. At the start of the ship phase, you may discard this card to discard up to 3 of your face-down damage cards. So it's just awesome. Healing you for 3. It's like 9 engineering points, right? Like, especially you can do it when you really need. You can wait until you need to do it too. It's just so good. Plus, if you do engineering while you're doing that too, you can resolve your face up ones. Like if you had an Interdictor that was almost about to die, you could almost heal the full health in 1 turn by using that, and also engineering, and an engineering token and all that good stuff. That's crazy. All right. Dual turbo laser turrets modification, only 5. So this is one of our cheapest cards, cheapest upgrades, especially for the turbo laser. While attacking, you may exhaust this card to add a red die to your attack pool. If you do, remove 1 die from your attack pool. Now, there's some discussion on this. It's not the most overpowered card, but it's very situationally excellent. Very situational though. That's why it's cheap. You're thinking, well, I'm going to add a red die to remove another die. Usually a red die is the one you want to remove. Here's the thing, you can use this against a squadron, but you do have to exhaust this, so it's once. You know, it's once per turn. You can exhaust this card once per turn, unless maybe you put it on an Interdictor or something like that. Well, you couldn't put it on an Interdictor, never mind. But you can do this, if you roll a blank, you can then remove that die and then add the red die. So it gives you some dice mitigation, some control mitigation. And you have the option to use it against squadrons as well, which can give you a chance to get a red die into your pool. So sometimes you want to get a red die into your pool, and squadrons is one of those ways that is really hard to get a red die into your pool. So, cool card. Alright, Hand of Justice. Before you reveal a command, you may exhaust this card to choose another friendly ship at distance 1 to 5 and ready one of its defense tokens. So, again, it's one time. It's before you activate, and you know, it's situational, but I think it'll work well with TRCs and the Arquitens, right? I don't know. It's situational, but not the best title ever. And then Centaur. 3, cheap title, right? When another friendly ship resolves a squadron command, up to 2 of the squadrons it activates can be at close to medium range of you. So you don't want this to be the main carrier. You want this to be kind of extending. It's kind of cool because the other ship doesn't have to be at any specific range, so this could work across the board. It's not bad. Not bad. Not bad. This will be a really interesting one to play out and see how it really works while playing it. But the biggest thing that's really exciting about this is now the Empire has a reliable way to run turbo laser reroute circuits and kind of have kind of a heavy swarm, you know, like small ships that can pack a punch. So and this one could even hit harder than the CR90. You're less likely to get the double arc, but you're going to get 3 red dice. And that's, you know, that could make the difference with killing Right Hook or something like that. So, very cool. I'm super excited about this ship. I can't wait to get some more of them. I'm only starting out with 1, but how many are you going to get? Let me know in the comments section. And as always, if you like this video, I would love it if you would subscribe and go ahead and give me a like, and comments are always appreciated. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.